Hello and welcome back to my channel. A few days ago, a Forex scammer contacted me on Instagram, and I decided I was going to waste as much of his time as possible. And his heartlessness may shock you. So first of all, to get a general understanding, Forex trading, otherwise known as foreign exchange trading, is when you trade one currency for another. Like if you trade a dollar for a euro, and then some people can make a profit off of timing the exchange rates by predicting, let's say, that the dollar will go up over time compared to the euro. And in recent years, Forex trading has been a huge area for scammers. So this is part of a huge scam problem that has cost people billions of dollars in the past year. But now to the good part. So I noticed this person had just followed my Instagram account and I had no clue who they were, but I have a public account, so I didn't think it was a big deal. However, they immediately sent me a message and they asked me generally like, who am I? How am I doing? And they asked me what job I have, and I told them that I was an accountant. So I thought that the scammer might move away since I'm an accountant and I have a pretty decent business knowledge. However, it did not dissuade them, and they still tried to scam me. So before I get into the messages, this is the account. He's a pretty decent looking guy. He looks super strong, and he has a pretty nice car. But he talks about Forex trading all over the place, so I already know this is 100% a scam. So after he had talked to me for a minute, he asked me if I wanted to get into Forex trading, and I responded asking him, how much money have you made from it? And then he kind of goes into explaining Forex and that it is foreign exchange trading. And I asked what his average ROI is, which I would say is a very reasonable question if someone is asking you to invest in them. But he never answered that question, even though I asked multiple times. So he deflects the question and he says that he uses an algorithm that is essentially always right. And after I continued asking what his ROI was, he then began his official sales pitch. So in this he says I need to invest with at least $500. He says that he has a 67 to 98% chance at getting a trade right, which is insanely high. And then here's the big thing to let everybody know 100% sure that this is a scam. He promises that your investment will over double in 72 hours. So just put your money in, come back 3 days later, and your money will have over doubled. Now, in case you didn't know, if anybody tells you this, they're lying and it is a scam. Because if this man was able to over double his money every 72 hours, there's 0% chance that he would be trying to get me to invest with him. He would just do it by himself and he would be a billionaire. Or at the very least, a multi-millionaire. And then after he tells me the price, he sends me the link to tradingpex.com. And I actually never clicked on it because I knew it was a scam and I didn't want any malware to get onto my phone. But I looked this website up on Scam Advisor and it has a very low trust rating and recommends that you don't go onto the website. And it has several reasons why. But a few things stuck out to me. One is that this website is within another website, which just sounds untrustworthy. The next is that there's a lot of suspicious websites on this server. The third one is that this website's very young. And the fourth one is that this financial services website is hosted on a shared server, so it's definitely not secure. So I figured this was almost over, so I just straight up asked him, is this a scam? And he has a hilarious response. He says, you don't have to be scared or afraid in any way. Being positive in life helps you get to your goals quicker. How on earth is this supposed to calm me when I think that you're trying to scam me? Just saying, don't be scared and think positively and somehow you're not going to become a scam? That's just not a good response. So I saw my moment and I took it. He said, don't be scared. So I responded, but I'm scared. And then it gets even better. He says, you don't have to panic. And he says that he took a vow to God and he would never run away with anybody's money. But I'm pretty sure almost everybody that is actually religious would not bring up their religion when trying to sell a product to somebody. It just doesn't make any sense. But I saw my next opportunity and I took that one too. I asked him what's his favorite Bible verse, because I figured this would really stump him and I was really hoping that he wouldn't come up with a real verse and it would be a fake one. However, after several minutes, he did come up with real verses. However, when I asked what the verse was about, he just repeated the verse and didn't tell me anything about it and then quickly moved back to try to get me to sign up for this website. So then, trying to waste as much time as possible, I just asked him to explain it again. And he quickly did that, so my next question was, do you make any money off of it? I wanted to see if he was willing to tell the truth at all. And he did a little bit. He said that he did make money off of it, but it's a bit convoluted and I can't tell how much money he's saying he's making. He says he makes 20% after 3 days. So is that 20% of my investment, or After that, he consistently tried to get me to sign up for the website, so eventually I got to my next question of how many other people have you had sign up, and he says a lot. So that doesn't tell me anything either. And when I tried to kind of nail him down on how many people we had sign up, he said about 80. That's not a lot to me. To me, a lot is thousands, but I guess 80 people was a lot to him. My next question was, have you made anyone a millionaire? And while he was trying to stay a little honest, he said that yes, at least I am trying my best. So I thought he would just say, yes, I've made people millionaires. But when I drilled down further, he said that yes, in fact, he had made people millionaires. And as you can see, I was really trying to keep him busy as long as possible. At this point, I had been messaging him for about an hour. So I wanted to see how long I could go, and it lasted way longer than expected. At one point I asked him what was his best trade that he's ever made. I was thinking maybe he'd say like, oh, I traded Turkish dollar for Mexican dollar and I got thousands of dollars. Or some specific example of a good trade that he had made in the past. However, he just says that his best trade that he had ever done was Forex trading. So really he didn't tell me anything. And then he moves back to the sales pitch. So I thought this conversation was about done. So I really moved to what I thought would be funny was I saw in his picture that he was pretty strong and he had a nice car. So I just asked him like what his workout plan was. He never responded, sadly. But he did send me the link to his website again. I asked, does this website have any workout plans on it? And he said yes. So I guess it's a Forex trading / workout website. And then at some point he asked me if I have any Bitcoin. I'm assuming that this website takes Bitcoin, so that's one way he could get money out of me. And then I thought I was dropping the hammer, letting him know that I really don't believe in him, when I told him that Scam Advisor has his website as very low trust rating. However, he just did not give up. And in response, he says that he's a licensed trader and that he would never harm me financially. So this next part is great. I said, what license do you have? And he sends me this picture that honestly means absolutely nothing to me. It has nothing to do with this man at all. And all it has to do with is Trading Pex, which is the website. And I guess it is a company in England and Wales. But that doesn't tell me anything about what type of license he has. But then again, he says that I can trust him and he's responsible and he would never run away with my money. Next, I asked him, how risky is this investment? I just wanted like a 1 to 10 rating. And he said his trade is 100% sure. So there's a 0% chance that this trade does not work out. It's just a sure thing. Because my guess is he's from the future, so that's how he knows all this stuff. So next is the worst part in my opinion. But if you've made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing to my channel for daily financial videos and leave a like if you like the video. But back to the video. So here, in my opinion, is where it gets from bad to just terrible. I said, how should I invest if I'm living paycheck to paycheck? And I didn't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. He advises I start at the minimum amount of $500, and then he assured me that I won't lose the money. So I thought maybe I can push it a little further. I said, if I lose that money, I'll be homeless. I thought maybe he'd have some heart in him and he would back away, maybe just stop texting me altogether. But then he responds, you're going to earn, you won't lose anything. So that's how he responds to me saying if I lose this money, I'd be homeless. And then you can see he's really lost his patience. He says, can you listen to me? You won't lose any of your trade. And he asks again, are you starting now? So for some reason, after all this, he thinks it's going well. So it'd been about an hour and 45 minutes. And honestly, I was getting kind of tired of it. It was just kind of repeating. So I was tired of it, so I thought I was ending it. So I just said, hey, this is a scam. And essentially all he has to say is, try it and see what happens. He says, no way this platform is a scam. But that's exactly what a scammer would say. So he continues to push fearlessly along, trying to get me to sign up to this website and steal my money. However, even though he's quite convincing, I never cave in. And I just keep on saying that I would like one example of a successful trade that he's had in the past, and repeating that I think it's a scam. So I thought this was completely over. I had screenshotted most of it, I had missed some. I was going to make my video on it to kind of get the word out there because I've seen people that I'm friends with on my Instagram account share stuff like this. So I know people are still getting scammed by people just like this. But then about a week later, he says hello again. I just say hello there back. I was kind of hoping I'd get the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, but he didn't. so I guess he's not that cool. And he just plows along and says, "So what do you think about my proposal?" And I just tell him again I don't believe him. And I think this last message really did it, where he said that I think it's a scam, and that if he could reliably double his money in 3 days, there's no way he would be on Instagram in my DMs trying to get me to sign up for this website. Because after I sent that message, he deleted about the first half of the messages, and I haven't heard back from him since, even though I did send him a text earlier today, but no reply yet. So in case you forgot what this guy looks like, here he is. And here's another example with him looking strong and this lady looking super strong. But in review, just kind of be careful out there. People lose billions of dollars each year to scams, and this Forex, foreign exchange scam, is pretty common. But in general, if someone says you can triple your money in 2 days with no risk, it's a scam. But now what you've all been waiting for, the joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. Woo! I ordered a book called How to Scam People. It's been 6 months and I still haven't received it. So anyways, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe for more daily financial videos. Like the video if you liked it, and leave a comment below if you have any comments on the video or any ideas for future videos. Bye.